Hey everybody, welcome to today's 5-minute casual core workout. Today's emphasis is I'm going to be working on some handstand and some front lever work, so I'm going to work on more isometrics to really dial in all that compression that I'm needing to make sure my hips and my core and my shoulders are all connected. Let's have at it.
I want to be honest right from the start that this is about an 8-minute workout. So it's more of an 8-minute abs as opposed to a 5-minute casual core, but hopefully you'll have the patience to follow along. So we're going to start with some hollow holds for about 10 seconds. And we're going to transition into the side arch or the side hold. The goal here is to keep the hips and feet and shoulders elevated off the ground without touching. Transitioning into Superman's or prone arches. Really lift those shoulders up as much as you can. Keep the glutes squeezed to protect the back. Moving on to the other side. Holding 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then back into a hollow hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Starting to roll back the other way. We're going to hold for another 10 seconds. Again, keep the feet pinched together, glutes squeeze, shoulders and legs elevated. Back into the Superman's. Little wrist extension to open up some of the tight arm tissue that might be going on. One more time onto the right side. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And finish off with another hollow hold. Probably getting a little tired, so we can shorten the lever by bending the legs. Key thing, keep that back nice and flat on the ground. Moving to some rocking. Getting a little bit more dynamic with our position. And then working into some toe touches. Into some segmental sit-ups. So think about tuck the chin, flex the shoulders, flex the lower back. So we're moving one segment at a time. When rolling back down, think of unraveling the lower back into the thoracic spine and then to the neck. Each time we come up, we want to reach a little bit further so we can open up all the tissue on the backside. We'll work on some extension, head turns, and then some arch holds again. In this position, we're going to really work on full extension, activating some scap musculature and thoracic spine muscles to work on that control. Press up into a little downward dog, into some supports. So press those heels down, try and extend the spine, and then we're just leaning a little forward. So almost into kind of a planche position. Really pushing those hips forward, maintaining that hollow arch position. This really works a lot of compression on the front of the spine, creating some control into the thorax. Going to some back long bridge supports, opening up the shoulders, making sure the neck is nice and loose. And then pressing up. Keeping those ribs down. Hopping up into a side support. We're going to drop down, stretch out those obliques and QLs. Inhale on the way up, exhale on the way down. Switch to the other side. Same deal, try and keep those feet stacked. If it's difficult to do this, you can stagger the feet to increase your base of support. But I like to stack the feet just for that added difficulty. Hopping up into a single leg, downward dog. Really focusing on extending that upper leg. So as I press the right leg down, I'm really reaching up towards the sky with the left leg. Try not to twist through the back and the pelvis. Try and keep that pelvis square. Onto some tabletop bridges. We're just going to do some holds here. Just as soon as we take away one leg, we actually have to increase rotation control around the low back and the pelvis. Resetting, keeping those ribs down. Make sure you don't overextend through the low back. That'll cause too much compression in the lower lumbar. Resetting with some pike reaches. And then moving on to some bird dogs with some spinal flexion. So we're going to come down, touch the elbow, touch the knee, and extend and reach. We're going to perform 10 reps on each side. Inhale on the way up in the reach. Exhale as you bend and flex. Switching sides. Inhale, reach. Exhale, flex. Move into some spinal waving. We're just going to tuck the tail, flex the spine, a little bit of snaking, just to kind of loosen things up. Onto the shoulder touches, and we take away a point of support. There's now a rotation or a torque that wants to happen through the spine, especially around the pelvis. So the main control is keeping those glutes locked, ribs down, and make sure the pelvis doesn't want to twist. Onto some advanced bird dogs. Same points here, trying to control rotation as best as you can. And if it's too difficult, you can go back down to a hand and knee position. And now that the spine is nice and active and stable, we're going to work on a little bit of flexibility. I find anytime that I work on a lot of core and spinal strength, the hips really loosen off, and it's much easier for increasing flexibility and improving that stretch in the muscles. Nice reach, open up those lateral slings and obliques. Exhaling on the reach, inhale back up, relaxing into that stretch.
That's it. Quick 5-minute using your core to warm up. Yes, there were some yoga-based movements in there, but I was focusing on the isometric and the hold component. So as I'm moving my hips and my shoulders and loading them up, I'm making sure everything is locked in tight. Taking a couple of breaths, holding it for 3 to 5 seconds or 1 to 2 breaths to make sure that everything is connecting. When we have good control at our center, we have improved mobility, better neuromuscular control with everything else we do. A healthy, strong core and a strong spine leads to greater performance and outcomes and overall well-being. Give it a shot. Let me know what you think. Subscribe. Head over to tomswells.com for more free information.